What do we do now? The boat owner asked while the ship was listing in the middle of the inlet. You try to convince the insurance people this was an accident. I'll take care. The environmental groups don't get too annoying, the major answered. It was the solution they found, seeing the sun hiding behind the horizon line while the cold drops ran down the glass of beer to the barrel. They counted on their fingers the money they could get from the insurance company minus the new engine cost. From the crisp napkin it came out a positive result they liked. Of course the wet paper didn't reveal the problems such an operation should bring, neither they would mind if it did. They were partners and their own bosses. They didn't have to give any explanation. They didn't tell it to anybody. The experience told them the success of the wheeling and dealing was in inverse proportion to the number of persons involved. They didn't need any help. They were born by the sea, and they still weren't older enough, so the laziness prevented them to reach shore swimming. They had to do it right but fast. The close season had begun, and they had before them 6 months until the activity began again. They counted on the insurance company didn't take long to pay, and the shipyard met the order. They thought the best way to hide a worn-out engine was a marine plague that attacked irreparably the metal structure of the ship, sentencing it to a certain sinking. And when the insurance expert comes to check it, the mayor asked. Nothing. We say it was one of these that came and left with the tide. The boat owner attracted importance. Well, we'd better choose a day the port is empty. In other case, we won't be able to explain the only boat affected is ours. The mayor worried. That's impossible. I cannot speak for the rest, but I'm not putting mines away now. The best we can do is look the currents up and take the ship there. I anticipate the most likely it will be the inlet. The boat owner worked out. Are we sweeping it out to the inlet? It seemed too much work to the mayor. The boat owner didn't answer. He just put his index finger on the count dissolved by the elusive water of the glaciers. The operation would be arduous. The boat owner worked up the currents to make the good moments of the engine enough to achieve the blaze they wanted. He would find in some sea farm the most aggressive and ephemeral organism. He just needed a alibi, not a real emergency. With 4 empty glasses more on the barrel, it seemed to be a brilliant idea. It seemed to be the perfect solution for their liquidity problem. It seemed they had gone back to the old times when none of them dressed that expensive clothes. We'll do it at night, won't we? The mayor asked for. It will depend on the sea, the boat owner said. But we cannot leave the ship abandoned in the middle of the day with everybody watching. The mayor got shocked. Well, then we'd better don't say we are going to abandon it. We'll say we are going to take some photos like the ones you exhibit at the civic center. And the ship stopped working. Looking it on the bright side, we'll have some witnesses this way to the insurance company. The boat owner almost was happy. The mayor liked the idea. He would leave home fitted out like many times before. He would pretend naturalness, but he had to remember taking the equipment out of the professional photographer bag. He paraded all along the village, putting himself on airs. He would fill it with rocks and papers so it looked like it was full with his high-range precision equipment. Maybe he could use it to carry a pair of beers and something to eat, or extra clothes. No, maybe it's not that waterproof as they sold me. he said aloud. The owner of the ship laughed at the partner that was counting by heart without realizing he was gesticulating and moving his lips, speaking with himself. The greasy man, you'll see it's easier as it goes. The boat owner bought 2 more beers. The hour was 4 p.m. The day was Saturday. The waitress of the Fisherman Guild Tavern was getting ready the advanced round of soccer matches with a menu of assorted snacks writing the 2-for-1 offer with bold-colored capital letters. Are you leaving? There is a match today, the waitress reminded. We are going to take some photos. The mayor hurried up to justify, pointing eagerly at his artist's back. The boat owner preferred to make a discreet gesture while he was unmooring and getting on the boat with no more explanations. The mayor tripped. If he were looking where he was stepping on, he wouldn't. But he insisted on looking around to say hello to every single person walking by. The alibi his fellow Safford had explained looked small to him only with the waitress. Man, stop the public relations. The sun doesn't wait for us, the boat owner ordered. Oh, I'm leaving. The captain is angry. He wanted to watch the football match. The mayor pretended. Come on! The boat owner shouted, starting the engine. The mayor paid attention at last and left the pretending thing aside to get into the boat before the gap with shore was complicated to jump over. Why do you always talk to everybody? What explanations do you have to give? The girl already saw your suitcase. She is going to tell it to the rest. She was going to tell it anyway, even the ship was on the opposite side, and you only wore a small camera inside your pocket. The girl is smart. The boat owner laughed.